So one of the things that I'm always asked is where I get my leads from. I think there's this thought that I spend all my time making cold calls and things like that, and how I've always answered that question in the past is that I get my leads from my database. Now, the reason that I say that is that that the vast majority of the listing appointments that I get come from follow-up calls, and I'm basically just doing all of my follow-up calls into my database, right? I think only maybe 20 to 30% of the appointments that I get are on the first contact. The rest of them are on the 5th, the 7th, the 10th, the 15th contact. I'm following up with folks over the course of years. But to satisfy the itch and to give you a little bit more detail as to where I get my, where I fill my database, how I fill my database, what I've done is I've pulled up behind me some of the top lead sources that we've tracked. This is one of the on the screen here, one of the innovations that we've done in the last 6 months or so is upgraded our database to where we've got complete tracking and accountability of all of our lead sources. So we can actually see the cash conversion cycles, and we can see the GCI that we generate and all that kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to just walk you through what I've got up here for the top sales and the numbers associated with these, or rather the top lead sources and the numbers associated with these things, so you can see where our database gets filled and where the money comes from. So what I've got here is on this side you've got the source. So we've got agent referral. Of course, you're spending nothing on that, although you are paying out a commission after closing. Of course, we got 26 closing here for, of course, infinite return on investment. Okay, because we're not spending anything at all to get that business. We've just developed good relationships with agents in areas that tend to have clientele that come to Delaware. All right, the cash conversion cycle, the average from the first time we say hello to somebody to the time we settle is 8 months and 18 days. We got client referral. Of course, that's a big one. All right, we're converting about 55% of those. 43 closings there, 11,000% ROI. Average cash conversion cycle 8 months, 21 days. Here's what everybody thinks I spend all my time doing, and that's the power dialer. All right, we're closing about 4% of those. We've got about $250,000 GCI in that, about 488% ROI. Average cash conversion cycle 1 year, 1 month, 7 days. All right, direct mail, 18% conversion on that, only 150% ROI, 7 months, 26 days. Direct to our website, people will just seek us out. We're closing about 2.6% of those leads. That's a 20,693% ROI. So if you spend the time on search engine optimization and name recognition for your website, that's a massive ROI, and average is about 9 months. Facebook, kind of disappointing. Only a 0.6% conversion rate, even though it's a huge number of leads. We get 1,800 leads. Got 1,800 leads off of Facebook, but only 11 closings off of that. The average cost per closing is $3,300. It's only a 30% return on investment for Facebook pay-per-click, and the average cash conversion cycle is 7 months, 24 days. Friends and family, it's a big one. We're converting about 30% of those. Infinite return on investment. You're not really spending any money there. Google AdWords, over 4,700 leads from that. We're only converting 2.8%, but it's a 1,700% ROI at 1 year, 1 month, 18 days. Google organic results, of course, we're spending nothing on that. 2.9% conversion, infinite ROI, 7 months, 12 days. Lender referrals, convert about 30% of those that we get. Infinite ROI, we're just getting leads from our lender partners. Average is 5 months, 16 days. So, of course, people move quite a bit faster once they're pre-approved. Main number call-ins, again, infinite ROI. You just have to be by the phone. We're converting 65% of that. Average time, 4 months, 26 days. So if you can be by the phone in your market center, that's the place to be. Open houses, this is a big one, right? Closed 17 deals from open houses. We're converting 3.7% of the leads to 17,000% return on investment, an average cost per settlement of $27. Average is 9 months and 6 days. So love open houses. Walk-in traffic, convert about a quarter of those. Infinite return on investment. Again, you just have to be there when they come in. 11 months, 16 days. Yard signs, 13% of those get closed. 4,000% ROI, 7 months, 15 days. And Zillow.com, that's the big one. Of course, quite a bit more expense associated with that. We're converting about 7% of those for a little bit over 1,000% return on investment, 6 months and 8 days. Okay, so those are what I'd call the significant lead sources. And what I would consider significant is where we've closed more than 10 settlements off of them. So you can see it's just a broad array of different areas that we're getting our leads from. And also what might be surprising to you is the amount of time that it takes to close. I have a feeling that most of you watching this would have a huge boost to your business if you just set up a process to follow up with folks for longer than what you're doing. Most agents are dropping leads after the first couple of weeks. But as you can see, with an average conversion cycle of 8 months and 29 days, okay, you've got to have a follow-up process that lasts. If that's the average, you got folks that are going 2 and 3 years. If that's the average, you got to have a process that takes you past a year on follow-up at a very minimum, or you're just simply missing the boat. You're missing most of the business that you could be getting by giving up too early, okay? So that's lead sources revealed. I hope you found this information useful. As always, I'm Jason Morris. Thanks for your time and attention. Take care, have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video.